Hi Flosstube, my name is Barbie and this is my channel As the Whip Turns. Today is Mid-Year WIP Parade for me. So today is July 17th, 2025. If you are returning, thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. If you're new, welcome. I hope you see something you may like and you stick around, subscribe, share, like. If you enjoy my content. I'm going to start with my regulars and then I'll do my full coverage because I had to plug in my pad. It was dead, so I could show you the pictures. So we're going to start there, and then at the end I'm going to give you my floss forecast of what's coming for me, and I've got some new stuff that I'm going to be dumping, and yeah, so let's do this. I'm going to start again with my regular size one, so let me pull this out. It's already open anyhow. The first one is Plum Street. Liberty's Welcome. I just started this one this year. A lot of people have been doing that this summer. It's a fun one. I'm doing this. This is where I'm at, which is in this top corner here. I'm doing this on 40 count Silver Moon Casual Linen, and it is with DMC that I'm using. Now this one will probably go in and be set aside because I will really start working on my fall, you know, and then go into Christmas. So some of these you probably won't see till next year, unless I'm just really a beast and I get more than what I think done. This is another Plum Street. This is the summer delivery. It's another one I started just this summer, so trying to keep the glare. And here's where I'm at. If you remember, I changed some of the colors. I had some color changes on this one. And this is on 28 count Lugana called Earthen. And I am using the DMC on this. And if you remember, and you can look back in my others, I did change the color here. And I will change the color of the horse because I don't want my horse that color. Okay, the next one is the American Welcome. Again, I started this one this summer, and I really had fun with this one. This one I really enjoyed working on, and I got quite a bit done. This is on 36 count Bramble, and I am using the DMC on this. So, this one you guys haven't seen in a while. Bella, I have worked on her just a little bit, not a whole lot. She hasn't really been one of my main focuses. I just kind of throw stuff on her when I decide, hey, I need to pick that up and throw some on her because she's not really a concern right now. And this is where she's at. And I think this goes this way. Yeah, and it's that top piece. It's right there at that top corner is where I'm at. And this one, let me see what I just did with my card on this one. I think I'm doing this one on 28 count as well. And these are DMC because I think I'm using all the called for. Yeah, DMC 28 count white opal. Yeah. So I'm using all the called for on that. I have two Bella Filipinas. This first one is the Mad Tea Party. And here she is. I love these. I can't wait to have her done. She's gonna be so nice. I did her on 28 count gingerbread, and it is DMC, and of course there's Krynic and beads and everything on these guys. And my other one is of course my mermaid that I've been working on, that I did the different depths of color to give her. I'm trying to see how it will look dimensionally, and so if you go back, I've talked about it, so I'm not going to say it again, but I've done different strands, counts of strands on different parts to trying to give some depth to it. See how it turns out. And here she is. And I'm using the called for, all the called for, and as well as the fabric, and the fabric is called Neverland, and this is 28 count as well. I kind of went through a 28 count, and then I've kind of settled on 32, 36 count is where I kind of like to be, but you'll notice a lot of these older ones, I started out on 28 count, actually 25, because I started on the Hades. So, and then flipped. But this one, the Rocking Horse, if you remember, this is part of my Color Crush challenge that I changed all the colors and picked my own and seeing how I'm doing. So it's coming along. I really hope to have this one, I'm trying to push to have this one done by Christmas. So we'll see. But it's coming along. I've been hitting it, and I'll be keep working on this one as well. Like I said, because I would like to get this done by Christmas and have it finished. So it's a good one. It's 28 count as well. And the floss is different flosses because I picked my own colors, which I will maybe put those down below of what I chose to use. Teresa Kogut, I'm doing 2 of hers. This is Serenity, and if you remember, I just started this one as well, and I had gotten working on the border, and this is done on 28 count. Wait a minute, 20, yeah. This is a Lugana. Actually, erase that. It's 32 count. And it's called Cold Foam. It's by Bee Stitch Me. I'm hoping I can get those done by next year. The other Teresa Kogut that I am working on and is And God Saw. This is the other one I'm doing, and this is the one I had started, and then I had done the wrong color and I had to restart. So I restarted my border, the outer border. And this is on 28 count. I don't know what it is. And I'm using Color Classic Works and Weeks Dye Works floss. So that is that one. Amy Kane, 1831. Hands Across the Sea. This is the little girl sampler that I had been working on. And she is coming along. I've actually put quite a bit of work on her. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but yeah. But I've been working on, I come into the inner, so I've been working on those inner pieces. The tree and that squirrel, I think it is. but it's coming along. I did this on 28 count Lugana, and I dyed this myself, and I'm using the DMC. I'm not doing the other ones. I'm only doing the DMC on that. This one is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. And I'm going to show you my copy of my picture I printed out. It's my pattern. And I'm working on that first block. This is on 40 count linen called Murky. And I am using the called for, which is DMC and silk. So I'm going to be hitting this one for, I mean, I won't finish it this year, but I will be working on that for the fall, my fall. Another one that I'm going to be hitting on as well, the Gold Tide Welcome by Plum Street. This one I will be working on this fall as well. I'll start working on these, hitting these pretty hard. And that's what I got. And this is on 40 count, 36 count, and I'm using the silks on these. So this one I am doing silks. So that one's gonna still be seeing me more. And then I'm doing the Blackbird. These are Blackbird. 'Tis Halloween. And I'm doing, let me see if I can get the picture. I'm doing this one. This is the one I've been working on. This is where I'm at. And I'm doing, I'm sorry, this is all falling on me. I'm doing this on printed. This is printed fabric, has cobwebs. I hope you can see that. It's a printed fabric, 28 count, and I'm using Classic Colorworks for the floss. I'll continue working on that. The next one, if you remember, is my Mill Hill, the Harvest. I'm doing this harvest sign. I've been working on that. This one I will continue to push forward. So there you are. I'm doing the brown. I just went ahead and kept going on the brown. And this is all called for. This is an oldie, 1996. And it called, this is, I'm sorry about that, guys. This is going to have beads and everything. I have the buttons and everything that goes to it. And this is 25 count natural Dublin linen. And it'll have beads and everything. And I'm just using DMC. And the other one, I was going to show. It's not in this one. No, not that one. This one. This is another Mill Hill, and it's called Fright Night, if you remember. And I'll show you a picture of it completed. But I'm hoping I can get this one done. Excuse me. This year. And I did this called Fright Night, and it's on 28 count casual called Millium? I'm unsure. And I'm using all the called for. This is going to have beads. You can see all the holes. It's going to be beads. There's quite a bit of beading on this. And it's this one right here. It's this one right here. I've kitted this one up, and I'm going to start it for Halloween as well. And if you remember this one, I finished her. Okay. Sleepy Hollow, Linden Place. I've showed you guys this one. I had been working on it, and I'll continue as a fall project. I've been working on that hind quarter of the horse. And this is on 28 count haunted casual, and I'm using DMC. So that one's still going to be coming. You'll still be seeing updates on it. This one is Cottage Garden, the Fabulous Houses. I had started the Santa house. I didn't get a whole lot done on it when I started it, but I'm hoping this is going to be one that I'll bring back in when I'm doing for Christmas, when I start putting those, because I've been looking at that already. So I'm doing this border. And I'm using the call for, except for this, I did add some sparkle on, because I wanted sparkles, but I am planning on doing the colors that were called for on this one, and it was DMC, and this is 32 count Belfast linen, so called gingerbread. So that's that, and that one, like I said, I'll be hitting more and more as time goes by, getting closer to Christmas. Prairie Moon, Merry Christmas, the skeletons, you remember them? I'm doing them, the called for colors DMC, but I'm doing it 1/1 because I was trying to make it small enough to fit what I wanted it to fit. So here's where I am on that one. This is a 28 count printed fabric, and this is 1/1. That is all 1/1, and this one will continue to be worked on for the season as well. The next one I was working on from the Cross Stitch Sampler magazine. It's this one that's on the, oh my god, this was, what year was this? 1991. And I'm doing, if you remember, I'm doing this one on for my younger sister who's handicapped, and so it will be worked on. I'm really going to push to get this one done this Christmas for her. So this is where I'm at. So this one will come into play as well. And I'll start, like I said, I'd really like to get this one finished. It's on 18 count fiddler cloth, and it's DMC. So I'm hoping to complete it by Christmas for her. This one is the Almanac calendar that I was doing the Christmas. I may continue working on these as well. It's really cute. They're really cute. I'm doing all the called for, I believe, on these, and you can see some of the ones I've already gotten done, but that's how small they are. And it's kind of like a countdown to Christmas. You can make the whole thing. And I don't know if I'm gonna do, in one of my quilt books, I have a tree, and it's an applique quilt, and I'm thinking about making it and making these into ornaments to hang on that tree as a wall hanging. So instead of stitching the back, I'll make my tree that I want as a quilt, and then I'll use these as the ornaments, make them into ornaments because they're so tiny for that. So that was my idea for that one. That one will continue to be work on. Country Cottage Needleworks, Snowy Reindeer. This is the Frosty Forest. You know, it's like a whole little series. You can do them individually or you can do it as a whole. I think I'm going to do mine as a whole and put them on one piece of fabric. And I'm just about done with the first block. Just about done. And I'm doing this on 28 count haunted linen. Classic Color Works and DMC are the colors, so that's where I'm at. I'm almost done with it, and then I'll jump over and start the next one. Good Natured Girls, Snowmen Through the Year. If you remember, I showed this one. I'm doing, let me see if I can find him. I think this is him, yeah. I was doing this one. He's the Christmas. So you're gonna see him more. He's gonna be coming in more. And I'm doing him on 28 Lagana as well. And I'm using the DMC called for on him. And it's called All Decked Out is what is the name of the piece. But this other one right here, the Halloween one, I'm going to be starting that one. I've decided to start that one for Halloween, and so that's going to be a new start for me soon. Not that I need it, but it's happening. The Cricket Collection, Rest and Be Thankful. This one I will continue to work on as well. I love this little house. I even love the little pumpkin. I'll probably end up doing it too. But this is what I'm doing right now. And here it is. You can see the border up there, the chimney. This is the roof I've been coming down into. And this is on 32 count linen called Scroll. And I'm using the DMC. So this one will continue to be worked on for my fall as well. And this one, you guys will know, All Hallows Eve, Hillside Samplings. This was one that Kelly chose for me to do for the Color Crush. I had the two, and so this is, I've been working on this. This one I want to get done by Halloween, so I have been working on it. This is a 32 count witchlet linen called Lamb's Wool, and I'm using the Weeks Dye Works and Water Lilies, and I actually picked all the colors for this because this was one of my Color Crush challenge pieces. That alphabet that I'm on right now is 1/1, and then there's all kinds of different stitches, like this stitch right here. I don't even know if I did it totally right. I mean, I followed the diagram, but I had never done it before, so I'm learning some different stitches that I haven't done. But I do hope to have this one done and finished for Halloween, so that it's done so you guys can see. I have two new starts that you guys haven't even seen yet, and I've mentioned the one I started the Away We Ride, a Home on the Ridge, and Southern Sassy Stitcher Megan were doing a salve for this, and so I seen it on Instagram and I was like, ooh, I have been wanting to start this one, and so I did. So here I am. Let's see. And I am not doing it on the called for color fabric. This is called Dawn. It's 32 count. And some of the colors I'm using and some of them I'm changing. But I've been working on it. This is my start on that. And I mean, to me, when I can see it. I don't know how well you're seeing it on the camera, but I can see it well. But I figured if I had any kind of issues, I had picked up these Inktense blocks, and they're chalks is what they are, but you add water to them and it gives you watercolors, and there's different colors. And so I thought, you know what, if you've ever seen art quilts, people make art quilts, they use this stuff to give shadows, to make it, to bring things out. And I thought, if this gets too dark on me, I think there's things I can do to make it not and bring it out more. So that is, it's gonna be something that I try. And if you haven't seen the pattern, this is the pattern. And that just started July 15th. So you can, I'm sure you can go to their pages or Instagram and you can find it, the information. I don't even know if there's a hashtag. I'm gonna have to check that out too myself, but I did start it. So the other one that I started was Stony Creek Collection. I'm doing the Little Witch. I had done her years ago, and I decided that I wanted to, I'm not doing the bow. I'm just doing her on a piece of fabric. And this is 32 count winter brew. R&R. And that is my start on her. I'm doing the hat, and you've got the ghost head right there coming. And I'm using DMC on this. So those are actually two new starts that you have not even, I hadn't even had on camera yet. So, okay, so let's go into now my full coverage. We can switch into that gear if I can get my pad to come on now. And while I'm waiting for this to power up here, I am going to continue working on a lot of the fall, Christmas, those things will start hitting more. Like I said, there's several that I'm hoping I can complete this year by the holidays, so that will work. And I'm hoping, I have plans for a new, I'll tell you that right now. I have plans for a new segment that I'm gonna dump on Fridays. I had tried the needle nose trivia, Friday night trivia, and people just didn't seem like they liked it. So I'm changing gears, and I'm gonna be dropping another one that I'm hoping I like. You know, I gauge that by people sharing, like, commenting. You know, if you're not hearing anything, then you assume that, okay, well, it's not doing its thing. So I am going to be doing those. So that is something new, and that's gonna, the first one's gonna drop tomorrow, and it's gonna be called Maker's Almanac. Yes, and it's gonna be a quote, and yeah, I hope you guys will check that out. Okay, this is up, so let me pull up my pattern, and we will start with these that I do not have in a frame. And I'm gonna pull this up here. This is my Winter Friends. This is on 25 count, easy grid. I'm using DMC. I am doing 1/1. Pretty much, predominantly, I pretty much do 1/1 on all my Hades, but if it's something different, I will let you guys know. And let me pull that up. Just tells you how many how many patterns that I have of full coverage that I have to scroll through them. And this is what it will look like when it is done. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so excited. It is so pretty. And I'm at, let me pull up if you want, if you're interested in the stats, I'll give you my stats on this. A lot of times my Hades, I get more time on them in the winter because I have more time. But I have 13,320 stitches in this, and so it has 189,000 stitches, and I'm at 7.05%. So I'm pretty happy. I really want to get that one done. I mean, I want to get them all done, but realistically, you know, I probably won't live that long to do that. You know, they're pretty big. But it will give somebody else one heck of a start. Head start than starting from the bottom. So, the next one that I have is the no smoking. And I'm going to show you this why I find it. This is on 25 count again. DMC is what I'm using. This is by the, this is Spangler. This is one of his designs from Heaven and Earth. And let me pull up my picture here so I can show you what it's going to look like when it's finished. Oop. And that is it. Sorry about hearing the dog. She's in the other room and she's not liking it. My next one is called Sisters. Sisters. This is a max color, 25 count, easy grid. I'm doing this on DMC. And let me show you a mock-up, and then tell you what this is what it's gonna look like. And I was doing this one, if you remember, this one I'm doing for my older sister maybe. I don't know if it'll be her style, but I liked it, so, and I gotta stitch it, so I'm working on that one. And let's see where I'm at. In fact, I didn't even tell you where I was at on no smoking, did I? So let me step back and I'll tell you that. And on the no smoking, I have 1,310, so I have 1.52% done. And total stitches it has is 85,950. So that's where I'm at on that, the no smoking, which is the previous one. And on my sisters that I just showed you, that one I have 1,357, and it has 69,975 stitches, and I have 1.94% done on that one. Now, I did start a new one. This is the one that is a Spangler 25 count, again, 1/1. Very small start. I'm starting at the bottom, which usually I start at the top, but I decided to start at the bottom. It's not a huge start, but I know if I start it, then I'll start throwing threads on it. So this is going to have 364,350 stitches when it's done, which I don't have very much, but I just started that one because I was like, if I start it, then I'll work on it. So I have 91 stitches, and so it's a 0.02%. So not great, but it's something, right, to get me going. Now, my next ones I'm going to have to grab back here because I have them in frames. So the first one, I'm going to pull up the picture first because I'm going to have to, those frames I'm going to have to hold. This one is Once Upon a Fairy Tale. This is a max color. I'm up at the top here. 25 count. DMC. and it is a very cool one. And I have it on the frame. It's big, and this is it. You can see, I have to excuse my stuff here, but you've got the owl. I'm trying to, there you go. It's on a huge frame. You can see how huge it is. I work on these a lot more in the winter because I have more time to do so. And on that one, let's see what I've got percentage wise on that one. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know some people like that information. It has 33,340. Oh, I've stitched 33,346. It has 402,000. So I'm at 8.30%. 8.30%. That's where I'm at on that one. I've been working on that one for some time. The next one I will show you is my Alice. Hang on a minute here. She's a max color as well. Push that again. Here you go. And that's her. This is a Heaven and Earth design again. And again, 25 count, 1/1. It's the same. I have these, I don't have this on a frame. I have it wrapped up on the rods though. So it's sewn onto the rods, my rods. And so this is what I have on it. Let me pull up my stats on that so I can tell ya. Let me start writing those down. It has, I have 8,270 stitches, and this is a 255,150 stitches total. And I'm at 3.24%. So, I have a long ways to go still, but I'm moving forward, so let me roll this down real quick. My next one for my full coverage, let me grab her. You know, you buy these things and because they're just absolutely beautiful, and when you see them finished, they're gorgeous, but it's a lot. This is her Ex Machina. Again, 25 count, 1/1, DMC. And let me hold her up. Here she is. I have been working on filling in some more of her hair, and also the robot that's next to her right here. I've been doing quite a bit of work on that. Let me see, let me give you the stats on that. I have 50,098 stitches on this one, and there's a total of 286,200. So I have 17.50 on this one. I can't wait to get this one done. I just love her. And you can tell I'm not going to unrun it, but I've got more done down here. You're just seeing where I've been working. This appears pretty intense. A lot. Oh, it's pretty intense up here stitching, but I've almost got this. finished. I mean, as far as the clock goes. Okay, I'm gonna set that one down. My last one is going to be Farewell to Anger for my full coverage. And that is what it looks like. It's very bright and I don't know, it's just a happy picture to me. I don't know. And here is my progress. I just want to make sure I have that right for you guys. And this one has, let's see, this one I have 22,210 stitches and has a total of 257,500 stitches. So I'm 8.63% finished. So how is that? So that is it for all of my projects that I have been working on since the beginning of the year. Like I said, I hope to continue working on Halloween. I'll be on Halloween, Christmas. I'm gonna try and be doing some bags for Halloween. I'm trying to set myself up for a giveaway for Halloween. So I will be telling you more about that later, but I'm going to be making some stuff, so everything that I give is going to be what I made. And about my Maker's Almanac that I'm going to drop tomorrow on a reel. It's going to be a general craft because, as you know, I do different crafts, and I'm going to start bringing more of them out a little bit, maybe in reels, not necessarily my longer videos, but sometimes on my reels and stuff I have stuff that I'm working on. I have a life-size Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas that I 3D printed that I'm building. I have a Sonic. I have I mean, I've built several 3D printed swords that I printed for Monster Hunter, for my kids, just different stuff. But this is going to kind of be a basic, just for basic crafts, not necessarily, this reel will just be not necessarily only stitching. It'll be just craft, people that are crafty and makers, you know. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna try and get this edited and get it up for you guys, and I will be back when I feel I have enough that I want to show you or tell you. Be looking out for my reels. I will continue doing Confessions of a Cross Stitcher and my needle drop. Needle drop comes out on Tuesdays. Confessions of a Cross Stitcher comes out on Thursdays, and tomorrow I will be starting my Maker's Almanac quotes. So I hope you guys will check that out. If you guys have enjoyed my content, please think about subscribing, liking, sharing. It helps me grow. So I appreciate your time. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.